Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys?
All right, Holly. Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now,
breaks into the open. Past the 30, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking outside, it's Marshall. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right, and that's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts, he'll start to panic, he'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
On that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Escapes the pressure to his right. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback.
Oh, man, the coach might want to think about putting this defender on offense. He almost dragged his toe in bounds. That was almost an interception. Nice job.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The run inside. It's Morrow. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. On the move, it's Owens. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Touchdown Wolverines. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
Man, what a great way to start this football game. You do exactly what you want to defense. You force the punt, and then special teams comes up special. How about the punt return? That's how you start a football game. That's how you grab momentum. Nice job catching it, fielding it, using his blockers, taking it all the way to the house, and taking control of this football game up.
And he tacks on the extra point. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. Because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's Reed to throw. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Marshall. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Wolverines. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Reed pulls it in. It's Craven.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
From the gun on third down, Reed makes the catch. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Takes the handoff. It's Morrow. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing Reed. That's reeled in. It's Owens. Could not make his way to the corner. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
Running inside, it's Owens. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Play action with Reed. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Reed. Going deep. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Choke. Bang. Stop. Stay up.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Underwood. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Moving out to the right. Picked off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, you're used to seeing fade throws down in the red zone, not this time, though. And I like that idea. Sometimes as a quarterback, I just look out there and I say, look, if it's press man coverage and I've got a guy that I know is quick off the line of scrimmage, I'm going to give him that shot. Really, really nice decision there by the Q.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Hansen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and then the offense has a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score.
Number 99, set to kick this low.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it's certainly...
Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll give it on the counter. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys understanding, I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 3rd and long. Right back to the well. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Underwood. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Got out of trouble and throws. The short hands, it's Marsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. Here's the return. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Play of the drive comes from the 41. Reed. He's got an open man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Throws for the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And man, those sting, man. The third down, the money down, your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called, receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Here comes the heat. Trying to buy time. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Fires quickly. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
He leaves it with his back. Thrust that arm out. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Marshall. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Wolverines will go for it on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Number 99, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Keeps it on 1st down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing, Reed. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm. And I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Underwood. He'll throw it. The quick out. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady?
Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Reed. Working that left side now.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for space. It's Owens. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but He plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Play action with Underwood. Throwing right. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. Here's a little room there. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're going to ride this running back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Here's Underwood to throw. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Number 99, set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Fires to the right. That pass is incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Reed to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Grabs it in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
He's tackled at the 28-yard line. First down for the offense.
And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, likelihood they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Quick release by the QB. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Marshall. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Motion from the wideout. Just feeds the running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
These teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.